kind of like I go to New York, I'm looking for Houston Street.
It's not our fault, they don't know how to pronounce their own street.
But it's actually should be changed.
All right, so we're on Oregon. This is the great state of Oregon. So Portland is right here. This is the hub of commerce. Salem's the capital, and it has streetcar service. Albany, which is, you'll notice that Oregon, if you really dive deep into Oregon names, they're not very original, like Albany, Salem, Astoria. Medford, Klamath Falls, and then a little town out in MiltonFreewater, and then what's missing here, I meant to incorporate, is Baker. Also has a system, and Corvallis. And then we also had interurbans all over the place, mostly from the Portland area and down the Willamette Valley. And the Willamette Valley goes from Portland to Eugene. And never say Willamette, they'll put you on the cross for that. So Albany, this is in the Willamette Valley. This is a very small system. It ran from 1889, started as a horse engine, and later steam, and then later electric system, ended in 1918. So the SP main line came through here, and then there's a depot, and then the streetcar system just went up Main Street of Albany into downtown right by the Willamette River. There was also another speed rail line that went to Corvallis that went across the river right there. And you'll notice that these cars will look similar to some Portland built cars. And also similar to Salem and Eugene. Salem, Eugene, and Albany, all three of them were by Portland, Eugene, and Easter. And so they would actually interchange equipment between the three cities. This is one of the steam dummy locomotives going down the Main Street of Albany. This is heading away from the depot and heading into downtown. The street still exists. This house doesn't. I believe this business still exists. Coming off Highway 99 to go into Highway 20 towards Corvallis. Astoria. This is on the coast, on the northwest tip of the state. It had streetcar service from 1880 to 1922. You can see it was mostly single truck cars. It ended service once there was a fire in Albany that it isolated the streetcars from the streetcar barn, and they never restored service after that. Baker City, this is out east in Oregon. Baker City was a gold rush town out in the middle of nowhere. Although if anyone knows the Sumter Valley Railway, Baker City is pretty close to Sumter Valley Railway. It only had horse car service. It started in 1890. I have not been able to figure out when it ended. It's a very lonely car. Corvallis. This is where Oregon State University is based out of, right in the middle of the valley. Corvallis is, some people say, it's a contraction of Core of the Valley or Corny Valley or whatever you want to call it. This is the Main Street. Allegedly, well, there's the tracks, and I can't find it, but allegedly there's a streetcar in the distance. And then this is the horse car that basically linked the Occidental Hotel to the train station in Corvallis. The Occidental Hotel is still a hotel, but not in the same building. It's called something else today. Eugene. Eugene's another college town in Oregon. This is University of Oregon. Eugene and Corvallis are very close to each other. They're 30-minute drive from each other, basically. We're also famous for the Civil War between the football teams. They hate each other's guts. You're either a Beater fan or a Duck fan. There's no in between. I'm neither. They don't like me. So Eugene had service. It was pretty. It wasn't very extensive. It went around town, connected the city of Springfield. If anyone knows The Simpsons, that's where Springfield gets its name, because the macaroni came from Portland, and he liked naming stuff from his home state or city. The university is right over here, University of Oregon, and you can see it's right on the Willamette River. This is basically the headwaters of the Willamette. It starts splitting up to go into the Mountain District. Right over here. This is the SP Railroad Station behind here. So these cars are just meeting the train. It's just going down Main Street, Eugene, and one of the open cars. Forest Grove is a small suburb of, basically now it's a suburb of the Portland metro area. It's way out in the west end of the suburbs of Portland. It ran electric service from 1907 to 1911. It was basically built as to redevelop a section of Forest Grove, so it was built on speculation. Klamath Falls, this is on the other side of the Cascades in southern Oregon. It had a horse car, the Klamath Falls Land Transportation Company. This horse car actually comes from San Francisco. I found a picture once, and I can't find it again, where it actually said Sutter on it. So it actually did come from San Francisco after the earthquake, and they shipped it up. So for some reason, Klamath Falls had it. And just to let you know, Charlie is the driver. Medford, this is in southern Oregon. It had streetcar service and also interurban service to neighboring Jacksonville from 1915 to 1920. This is just so unplugged around here. And then this is a burning car operating down East Main Street. Interurban car, yes, there is. MiltonFreewater didn't really have streetcar service, but I just wanted to capture it here. We already covered it when we did Walla Walla, the Valley Railway. This is in Washington State, and then you cross the border into MiltonFreewater, you're in Oregon. There's the state line right there. So it linked the two cities. You can see Walla Walla is the bigger city. And this is a fruit growing area, or was. And this line's all government. And this is a freight and milk itself. Okay, Portland. I think this is the early 1930s map, Portland streetcars. So this is the downtown area, so we're right about here. This is Big Burnside. One of the first lines to go out was the Mount Tabor line, which is over here. It started as a steam railway. So you can see the lines all over the place. Vancouver would be up here. But you can see there must be something here. This is what we call the West Hills. So the streetcars did not really go beyond the West Hills. Council Crest car climbed the hills, and there was another couple of hills lines, but nothing went outside the city down here, basically, to the west. So these are city cars, so rail car or master unit, all the rail cars. If you want to know more about Portland streetcars, the author of the book called Portland Streetcars is here. He actually has books. His name's Dick Thompson. He's sitting over here. He also authored the Willamette Valley Railways, so he can probably even tell you more about it than I can. But Heathman Hotel Garage, Heathman Hotel, still a nice hotel in town. MT, that's a Mount Tabor car. Council Crest card here. Looks like 504. This is Climb the Hill. This is not Portland, but this is Council Crest card number 503. This is San Francisco.
Yeah.
So this is during when the cable cars were shut down in the 80s. We shipped our car down there, was regauged onto Aussie trucks, I believe, and then operated in service down there. The car still survives today. You'll see it at the museum tomorrow. This is actually 813. This is the car that on the left shore that just blew its motor. But this is in city service, so it's on narrow gauge trucks at this time. And this is just one of the views of Council Crest. At the top of Council Crest, there was an amusement park for some time. Finally, board, another Council Crest card, and then this is a page. And and they are in Carter. And jaywalkers flirt with death. Maybe Max cars need those. Or West trains. This is on the Mount Tabor line. I believe this house still exists, although I'm not sure you can
No,
really see it.
it's gone.
Is it gone now?
It was from the Wilson Park.
I thought it was moved.
It was moved from the fair to there, but then for
Okay. Portland also had a cable line on this huge trestle.
second street was to me.
And this is on Morrison Street, so Max runs down the street today. This is the Pioneer Courthouse. This is the old Portland Hotel, which is now Pioneer Courthouse Square. And then this is Vista Bridge. You take Max out, just before you go into the tunnel, you actually go underneath Vista Bridge. It's a beautiful concrete arch bridge. This is when it was being built. Before that, it was a steel bridge, and that bridge was moved to Willowville Boulevard, which ran over I-5 today. Although that was dismantled a few years ago, and now that bridge is now somewhere in Hood River. So Oregon likes to repurpose stuff forever.